using double coverage, they will know where he's at on every single snap, Jesse, or else you will get beat.
He's one of the few receivers in the industry, guys. He's double covered. Throw that guy the ball.
Got it behind the line. It's Fuller. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
That was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Looking to throw on second down. He's got his man. Great pickup is able to keep this drive moving. They've got it up for 45. It's a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find a soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, you can turn up field and something right there.
The Blazers come to the line in the hurry up. Got his man quickly. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying the football.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass. Grounding complete.
This pass rush is serious, man. You watch them on film. They do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and they can force the incomplete.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little set the tone, stay balanced.
Eighth play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a third down conversion. Pulls it in. That's 20. He's got space. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done. They pick up the pace on the throwing catch. And the Blazers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fires a ball. Now it's picked over. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
The give to the tailback. Pushes ahead for two. They'll mark it at the 17.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability to stop and to run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone.
And the defense makes a play, sacking it back at the 10. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Trying to make magic with his feet. Got that job to get down in the nick of time to avoid the big hit. The Razorbacks decide to fire away. On the return, it's Fuller. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed up.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive. Made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? In this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Blazers. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's now the final of one of the more intriguing games of the season, this huge top 5 match. formation en route to a comfortable victory, and they look clean doing it. And just look at those gorgeous unis. This team is buttoned up.
Now on the counter.
Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough, although nothing compares to a top 5 duel. A revealing outcome with massive implications, man.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Off play action. And here's a fumble way behind the line. He picks it up, still on his feet. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the boys backing this defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. And the Razorbacks will turn away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch, called for and made. UAB regains possession of Blazer offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
Man, this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything they were, they moved the ball down the field. Couldn't make those mistakes, Jesse. And they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make as they got time to lead?
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. When the guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, the next time he tries to go into the middle or feels footsteps, this will play dividends.
Had it right in his hands in the middle of the field, and it trickled to the ground. It will be fourth down. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He gets out to the 34-yard line on the stop. That's where the offense will set up shop. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. At the 45. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
They're going to ride this running back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. He's there to make the stop, and they'll throw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. Tight end getting vertical. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The quarter comes to a close, and UAB is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. 42 Snyder. 42 Snyder. The snap sets up the throw. Into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
What did I start for this offense? The throw game getting ready, getting a touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
After that, Lane's answer tied things up just about set to kick it away again. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm on that last run. So someone's going to have to step up and make the play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. The pull and throw off the other way. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25. They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. The Blazers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Slips through the line. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They've got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. How about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense probably has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a third down and 3.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep. This offense is going to run football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what we saw right there.
And the incomplete pass will bring up third down. The Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. He shanked it. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. UAB regains possession. The Blazer offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, the last drive, nothing really clicked. Good rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together.
Yeah, they had a bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Gets it to the back. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. And the Blazers will hustle to the line. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. What a nifty run there and pick up the first down.
Look at all here, Bill. You're giving your quarterback choices, but the defense gave them a look that was conducive to handing that football off. So good decision by the quarterback and nice push up front.
Wide out in motion. They'll throw it on first down. He's going to fire deep. And he makes the catch inside the 15. Touchdown, UAB. And once he found daylight, it was candy by the door, baby. And the PAT gives him a 13-7 lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring a touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Hawks send that offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 count.
Last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, Dave, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into the game.
Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. And the Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains. And when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that. by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback, using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Still on his feet at the 45. And finally, out of bounds after an explosive run by the ball carrier.
I'm finding more ways to get this guy to football. I feel like he is just a home run waiting to happen. We saw it in his last game when he had over 100 rushing yards. He's almost at the 100.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. It's a 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage T as the offense comes up on second. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. They got to him in a heartbeat. Man, was he back there quickly.
And you can see the linebackers up near the line of scrimmage. Which one's coming? Who comes flying through? Great speed. The offense had no clue how to get him blocked, and it gets the big sack.
So now on comes the field goal unit. He's got it. Going out that big back from 47 yards out. So they were able to put up a 3-spot on that last drive. And now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put the boot to leather. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down to possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. And you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
He's going to pass on second down. It's complete on the right side. He stopped almost immediately. He didn't get much, but he didn't need much. They've got the first down. He's going to pass. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. He's looking to throw it. Finds the tight end. And that is good versatility there. A big hit from the back of the pass guard. He wants to pass it on second down. Finds his target down the middle. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Offense walks through the line for play number 7 of the drive. He wants to throw. On a little time, lets it go. To short hands, it's Gore. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with the first down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Snags it over the middle. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Pocket starts to collapse. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Didn't have much of a choice. Just had to throw that one away and it'll be 4th down. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to get a field goal. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. It's good. Wait just a second. There is a flag on the plate.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half. Here and now rejoin Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what a pleasure it's been to watch these two teams thus far there in Birmingham. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top praise moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game rooms for one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Protective Stadium.
The Blazers will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter. We'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
He's got his man across the middle. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get a block on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. They go to the draw. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Hey, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And the Razorbacks will keep this one away. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. Got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play call.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now, just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown.
The expressway is wide open. He's at the 10. Touchdown, UAB. And once he got loose, it was all over. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, Dave, when they start feeling the heat to answer a song.
And I think being down 14, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop. Who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Guys in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game. And I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Line getting set on second down. The run from the shotgun. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
And now that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They'll give it to him again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Ready to fire from the pistol. Running back searching for a hole. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
I think the offensive coordinators are there going, thank goodness we don't play tonight. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on. Some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? They've got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go. It makes them team. It makes them get first downs and hopefully win the football.
The Razorbacks line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll bring it back. It's Fuller. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything's working. I don't expect them to push this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Here we go. They'll get him on the ground at the 36, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get bad coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage. When he drags across the field, you can see he had him. He completes it for the first time.
Intentional ground. Offense.
The official is offered a deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Going to take a shot at this DB. And it's caught inside the 15. There's the defense coming around, and he took it all the way. The mantra is always finish. They're trying to do that here in the regular season with this week 12. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Oklahoma State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Blue Pinion Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Iowa State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why it seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here we go. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got his man. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Now on 2nd and short after the first down completion. The give to the single back. And the Razorbacks will move the sticks with the first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yards. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The quarter comes to a close, and UAB is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. First down to start the drive after the break.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the big two. How about this backer in pass coverage and
just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and get it back to his offense.
As the defensive lineman late in the game there, you know it's a pass. You're not trying to get to the quarterback. And defense are trying to do this at an extent to get the INT. Nice job by this defense.
Moving the sticks for a first down. They'll leave it with the lone back. Finds enough room to get 3 out of the 34.
Small game. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back in the pass. Make him honor the run game. They've got to do a lot of this.
Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the noise.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your man. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Dialing up the second down pass play. Snagged in the middle. It's Gore. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Unloads to the wideout. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good game. That's why they got 6 on the game.
UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
There's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. Turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football. You can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, some information you gather maybe for the next time you're the road out.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it. It'll bring up 4th down. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Makes his connection. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And in this situation, late, when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Power football with the run. Fighting off the defender. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down.
take away all the deep stuff, make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
This guy's been running hard all game long in the fourth quarter now with that last run. He's now at 99 yards rushing. One more carry away from potentially reaching that 100-yard milestone that all running backs cover.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And the defense, you hold your breath. This receiver has the football out in space. You have got to make sure you're playing outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, you've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure you know where he is at all times.
Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of bounds somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
I'm taking away this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the
On
pass.
the set.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43.
Here we go.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it up to 3rd and 1.
Offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here.
And these situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
And excellent vision behind running room there. Make a really good look up before the defense goes on. And the Blazers will line it up on 1st and 10.
29.
They'll give it to the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, UAB.
Okay.
After this, it'll be a wrap.
Moves.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. One last incompletion, and that'll do it. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, keeping them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get it done.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. in this class. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we see the number 12 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the UAB Blazers. For the East Coast College Football, I'm Bruce Davis, Dayton Hall again, Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. He'll start the return inside the spot. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the UAB Blazers offense will get the first swing of the game. And this big fella can beat you in a number of different ways in the passing game, David.
Yeah, so much fun to have a guy that I can rely on that can beat guys over the middle of the field. Man-to-man coverage, this guy's the ultimate weapon.
And I love that this guy has an awesome catch radius. You don't have to be perfect as a quarterback when you throw to him. He can make you look good.
The Blazers want to pick up the tempo. On second down, looking to throw. Gets over the pressure down at the 32 after a pick up of 5.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
They'll keep it on the ground. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 near the 34. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
And these are the ones that get your blood moving, Luis. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room. Give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is the game. You're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Not even on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. From the gun, again, looking for room. That was made, but not until he gets the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
And the Blazers have it with a 1st and 10. Holes and throws down the RPO. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. They want to get this defense on its heels. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Ford. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage. They threw the sticks with the first down.
To be in the Heisman picture, you got to make plays week in, week out at receiver, and that's what he does. He's a good route runner. He's reliable, and he's got speed to take it to the house. Top 5 in the nation right now in receiving.
From the gun, give on the inside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good team.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, a lot of people don't look at that and say, man, that was yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller's going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might mark that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. So he's got his man. They get him down to this offensive setup. 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Grab behind the line. It's Ford. And he'll haul it over and take it to the end zone.
How about the start from this offense? What age drive just when they need the fourth down conversion? They got it. They get a bunch of plays together.
the fan and support the run game.
No doubt. And it's fun because when you're a defense and you can shut down half the field, you can do so many different things to give other guys help because you trust these guys on an island outside.
It's a really nice looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. And it's so funny. I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been tabbed as game managers. And then you think of Jalen Hurts, Tua, and Bryce Young in recent years, and just how dynamic and versatile these guys were at the position and how they really helped take this offense to the next level. Watching this guy reminds me.
Alabama pushing the tempo. Looking to pass. It's in goal. Behind his tight end. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
On the ready.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking to go up top on first down. The quick out. At the 35, he's open. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. They go to the ground. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Wants to fire on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this third and short. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the mark. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the sports just went right past him and picked up the first down. Right back to the well. And a pickup on 8 opens a world of opportunities on second and 2. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. It's complete. They will score. Touchdown Tide. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
Just matriculating the ball down the field. It was so impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight as he goes down. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points there, but they can't play too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is limited.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. Later in the game, on this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
He'll take another shot here. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Blazers will call on their punt team. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes that Alabama offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense got to stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. The momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive when you're trying to get the football back to your offense?
Just a solid stop by his sophomore. Here comes this split crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Dropping back, it's in goal. Release to the back. On target. First down here for the offense. settled, deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Hey, here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll try to outflank him with the jet sweep. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Bring him quickly back to the line. The give to the back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll throw it. Out of the backfield, he's open. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. And they're going to have to line up for a field goal. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run adjustment and the pass.
Another two games, just going to take a start. It just takes a one play to get this thing picked up and going.
To the ground with the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I like to just frustrate the defense. Give them 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
It's complete to the left. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down runner.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon. You've got to find him.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And then coming into this game, this offense, they're going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. They're going to be able to use play action patterns later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that that we just saw.
Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
And that's what you're trying to do with the defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
To the ground, trying to move the chains. Just outside the red zone, they pick up the first down. And the Blazers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. They wrestle him to the ground, and he's got it ready for a first down.
This defense really is on the field now for a long time on this drive. We're just getting pushed around. Attack up front like we saw in that pass.
Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top.
And he closes his way out. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, there are 14 in pass. They march 79 yards off the drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. 2 minutes to go. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, there are 14 in pass. They march 79 yards off the drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. 2 minutes to go. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, there are 14 in pass. They march 79 yards off the drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. 2 minutes to go. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, there are 14 in pass. They march 79 yards off the drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. 2 minutes to go. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, there are 14 in pass. They march 79 yards off the drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. 2 minutes to go. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, there are
defense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And if you're going to win games, you've got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receivers got to be able to look that football in and make a catch.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. He makes the connection. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage, man. You want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him. Got him on the ground too quick.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Shoots it to the left. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. The Blazers send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
Yeah, they did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on the ground.
Alabama pushing the tempo. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. Look at the easy game. Don't come a shot on the field all the time. Take those shots later. But take those easy, wide open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. The defender all over him. Knocked the ball on the ground. 4th down coming up. Looks as if the Tide will put it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Looking for a block. It's Fuller. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful when you're done with that first play and get you in the best predictable situation.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
That's a big missed opportunity for running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28.
Green 25.
From the gun, wants to pass. Going deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Blazers will bring the punt team onto the field. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Here comes that Alabama offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together.
To throw, it's in goal. It's on target and complete. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Trying to convert this 2nd and short.
It's a nice job running the end route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious. He is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
All right, defense. It ain't working. Right? We're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
From the red zone, looking for a man. And the number comes in and made it pay. It's intercepted. And they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play and then take over the 17. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum, it plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have...
He's got it on the back. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. If only it were always this easy for the offense to work in. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And he's coming out the end zone. He's brought down to 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Leaves it with the back. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what a pleasure it's been to watch these two teams thus far there in Birmingham. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Protective Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Blazers will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Mason, and I think this is an offense that's proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one. They're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
Going up top on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw, it's in goal. He's right on target. He's brought down some. Pick up a little bit short of the first down. Alabama quickly back to the line. They're going to throw it again. It's complete. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing your end zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. They'll go to the ground. Open space at the 25. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
On second down, just keeps fire. And that one will give him the lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you play a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer. You've also got to take your team and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down.
42 Slider. 4-2 Slider.
He'll set up to throw. Feeling some heat. Fires to the right, complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that. Drag route running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with them because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Puts it on midfield. Afterburner's coming. He's at the tag. Touchdown, UAB. And they take it in for 6 more points. And the extra point is good, and they have a 28-24 lead. Kicked away after scoring the touchdown. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Here comes that Alabama offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
It's really important for them moving forward to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Now, you got me searching for answers ahead of that drive. Stack another drive on top of this. Their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Knocked down for the tackle. Alabama pushing the tempo. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the lone man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Here's the handoff. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. After the run, now a throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass to take the lead.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls out.
On third down, he drops the throw. How about that way to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be
Touchdown.
With the interception return.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
He was looking for some running room, but not much what he found as he stopped at the 18. UAB regains possession. The Blazer offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't knock him down. Touchdown, UAB. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. UConn answered the bell away from the run today with an impressive victory. The Huskies knew the challenges awaiting them, and they have held generally the bar of a really good team. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The transition of Alabama quarterbacks over the years has been fascinating, from the dreaded game manager label to playmaker.
To playmaker, to spread it out, to Heisman winner. I mean, that's how much this offense has changed and evolved, and they're going to be aggressive, and they're going to score points in this new age era.
Back to throw. It's in goal. Got the quick pass. And they'll shut him out of bounds after the short game. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Great timing there on that throw by the QB on the out route. Gets it to his guy just in time. He makes the catch, and his momentum takes him out of bounds.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And they try in the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese David. They may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive, maybe some softer boxes.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, well, you don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays.
Dominated at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Might as well run it until they stop him. He's got it again. And he got some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
We're talking about making it easy for an offensive player. Break up a bunch of yards on 1st down. Make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Tackle is made at the 48 to pick up the 5 and for the 1st down.
The defense knew it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack, get off blocks, and make tackles. Please stop the offense from picking up that first down.
And he's a real nowhere man tackling in this no-game land. Now on 2nd down.
325.
He's looking to throw. The quarter comes to a close, and UAB is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Receiver now comes in motion. Give to the running back. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
Nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing it.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. And they add 6 more to the bench of the house. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak along. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter. This offense needs to get kind of lathered up and get a little bit more of a win.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
They'll try the run. He'll push his way out to the 38 to go 3. Alabama pushing the tempo. To the air. It's in goal. He strikes downfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's loose. The ball's loose.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback, and you make him cough it up just to have the other team cover it again, and you don't get it. It's still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down.
It's a nice job, too, by the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the ball is picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. At the 30. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
go at it.
Relying on that running game inside the red zone. Picked up 3 to the 11. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to power their way ahead. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
A delay of game penalty, just a mistake that you can't have happen at this point of the game and this part of the field. Now the lead is extended. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
Well, they were able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would like to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points anyway they can.
The offense set for a first down play. He's looking to throw. He finds his man. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Alabama quickly back to the line. Looking downfield, it's in goal. Quickly out to the tight end. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The aerial assault continues. Got his man downfield. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown time. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they need. More work to do, but you have to get this part accomplished first.
He's looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. They couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Yeah, nice job by this defense. This is a critical moment. Right? We got to get the football back. They're backed up, thank goodness. Force a punt here to get the football back so we can make some magic here in this 4th quarter.
No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep waiting the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Blazers will line up to punt it away. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. Here comes that Alabama offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. made a lot of contact on the play with no flags. It'll be third down.
That's fine. Listen, it's go time, right? Now it's coming up on third down. You probably got 2 downs either way. This is the fourth quarter. It's time for this QB to take charge.
He's going to look for a man on third and short. Well, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Huge play here late in this crowd is coming to help the defense. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Using the quick game. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. They hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking.
The pass attempt falls incomplete. Third down coming.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up the fourth down. Gotta have it here on fourth down. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. Offense takes a timeout, 27 seconds left.
That's a great example of a receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
Third down coming.
Third down, and this crowd will pull out a vocal cord to help this defense. Looking downfield, it's in goal. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up.
A fantastic job by the defense that time, forcing the incompletion. They've got the lead late, setting up fourth down. Can they come up with one more stop? If they get it,
It's caught for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it comes down to the two-point conversion.
I'll tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the fourth quarter when you need a two-point conversion?
He will get there for the two-point conversion, and we have a tie game in the waning seconds. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it up. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down to the 22. Offense set on first down. Quarterback will audible. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot. Flag is
Pass
down.
interference. Defense.
and the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's call.
Trying to find his man on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. Incomplete. The final play of regulation, and now we head to overtime. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, in the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Pulls it and fires to the left. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
on the double.
First and goal as they try to jump on top here in overtime.
Lasso.
With the run on first and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. He's piled up 82 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. They strike first in overtime. The all-important extra point will push this lead to 7. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
Defense is going to have to do a better job of closing them. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they now allow. They've got to be
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. To the air. It's in goal. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job on the QB. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can press the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
They're going to go to the air on third and short. Quickly complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on third down? Awesome job by the quarterback in the first place.
Here we go.
They want to just keep throwing it. He's got him still on his feet. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Leaves it with the running back. Touchdown, Alabama! They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make that point after.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. And now it's decision time. One play to save, get the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Or am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with one play to win this game.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there. And he stopped from getting the first down. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. It's in goal. They're bringing heat. And he works that one in nicely. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Man, when I blitz as a defense, I want to get home. I got to get to that quarterback, get him on the ground, not hit him as he's throwing it. He gets it off right here. Just a split second. We didn't get to the quarterback in enough time. The quarterback did a good job assessing and making a play there.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They'll go right back to it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. They're working that left side. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They'll try to strike first with a field goal in overtime. It's covered. And now they take the lead. Got it. Down by 3. It's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's first down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Buying some time. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
On the double.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second
Can't grab
down.
it.
Motion from the offense. Pulls and fires it complete to the right.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff, take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up second and 5, third and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Got it in the middle. It's Fuller. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And they are coming out for what will be a huge field goal attempt. He's got it. A gutsy kick from downtown, and we will play it for overtime. On the balance, on a three-point conversion attempt from here on out.
He's loose.
Trying to power it in. They can't get it done on the two, and now they'll rely on the defense. Now this two-point conversion attempt for the win.
Here we go.
Back to throw. It's N'Go.